Hawaii, Honolulu.
We're visiting Honolulu, riding the bus.
Now, if you add salt to pineapple, it makes it even sweeter. That works on a lot of fruits, watermelon, grapefruit. But you'll just have to do this in Golden Del Monte. We sell 90% of our food online, so you gotta be here to see this fruit. But we will ship it to your house. The last thing I'm gonna say, most of the world actually knows this phenomenon. Again, it's not international. People are talking about India, you got rid of the wine. All right, guys.
like sardines.
You'll be all right. It's only for an hour. How's this look?
Submarine.
What are you talking about?
Enter the depths. We're going down.
Port side. So this will be your digital depth gauge here. They made it on the other side. Harvard. So I always thought it was the other side. Thank you for clearing that up for me. All right. So your depth gauge is going to be in the back there above Jason's shoulder. So you can actually look at whichever one's more convenient for you. But either one of those will tell you about how deep we are. So one other, as the pilot talks to the surface on our underwater telephone real quick for our communications.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome aboard the Atlantis number 10. The final touches on the ballast, making our approach to the reef. We're going to be establishing communications with our surface crew. We're going to be using an underwater telephone to do that. Let's listen in and see what they have to say.
Ta'abe. These fish were brought in from French Polynesia in the late carbonate, the hard skeleton of the coral, and the sunlight is what gives that, makes that color shine through. But because we are so far down, we don't get all that color here. Now, if we did have lights on the sub, then that would kind of scare the fish away. We'd have pretty coral, but we wouldn't see as many fish. Now, if you on the surface, they are more known as a lavender tank because they kind of turn a lighter gray, purpley color, and their Hawaiian is the ma'i. Now they are one of the smartest fish on the reef, and as I mentioned, they were a surgeon fish. So all surgeon fish, like tangs, have a scalpel at the end of their tail, at the base of their tail, that when they are feeling threatened, they can flick their tail, and that scalpel will come out depending on which side they flick their tail to. And it is sharp as a surgeon scalpel, which is how they got the name surgeon fish. So it will actually cut through a wetsuit, through your skin, all the way down to the bone. So if any of you guys have scratches on your view ports, it could be from that surgeon fish to shine on those corals to give them their color, to make those colors show through. All right, so it looks like here on the starboard side, we've got some goatfish over there. They're kind of there is finger coral, and then occasionally we'll see something that looks like plates stacked on top of each other, and that is plate coral. Those are the three main corals. A lot of the other corals kind of hide in between the cracks and crevices, so they're a little hard to see. Nuku nuku oi oi, which is the longest named fish in the Hawaiian language. Now sometimes, for reasons unknown, just on the Kona coast here, nowhere else in the world, they turn black. Some of them will turn black, and when they do that, they become the Lau Willy Willy Nuku Nuku Oi Oi Ele Ele. And so they can eat food out of the coral, but as that gets bigger, they have to change what they eat because they can no longer get into the coral, and so they usually go from eating shellfish and crustaceans to more plankton eaters because they can't get into that coral with that horn. So this wreck here that we just are going by, so in 1996, it is called the Predator. It's a Higgins-style landing craft. It's actually the kind of a ship that was used in World War II to storm the beaches of Normandy. However, this particular ship did not see any warfare. It was actually, the story goes, it was actually purchased from an ex-Navy SEAL at a auction site, and he wanted to do shark cage diving here in the bay. So we don't have big sharks here. They're all ours or other people not on the cruise. Everybody does the, has everybody done the manta ray snorkel or dive? Yeah, it's pretty fun, huh? Yeah, get to see all of them come and do their barrel rolls underneath you eating all this plankton. Alright, so on the port side there, that black fish with the white tail and it's green on the tip, that's the Humahumu Hiukole, that's the pink-tailed triggerfish. Now you can see the triggerfish, they've got fins on the top and bottom, they kind of wave them. Like, you can kind of see now that we're not over the coral reef anymore, we've gotten a little bit deeper here, we're down to 90-ish feet or so. And the coral actually needs a hard substrate to attach itself to, and there's not a whole lot of rocks out here that you can see, so the coral doesn't have any way anything to attach itself to, unless something has fallen off. You might have noticed that there's tires and stuff down there. We've kind of named them Goodyear groupers, Firestone flounders, centers. So a lot of the fish will live in there. As long as they live in there, then they are considered harmful to removed from the reef. All right, so here on the port side, we are seeing a big long chain with the ball going up to the surface. That is where our boat is moored. On the starboard side, you can see that big anchor, that chain. It's a 5,000-pound anchor and chain, so it is actually can hold us up if we need to during a storm or something like that. But the boat that you came out here from the pier on is right directly above us. So a lot of the fish will come in and let those wrasse clean them. They'll open up their gills, so the wrasse go in and clean out parasites from their gills. They will open up their mouth and let the fish come into their mouth to clean out any parasites that are in their mouth as well. All right. And so the big silverfish that just swam in the center there, that is a big Aloha. And we've got a bunch of the Aloha, the Hawaiian bacillus fish that like to live out here. As I mentioned earlier, they will not swim back to the reef. They will stay out here because you can see that it was quite a distance from the reef out here. So if they tried to make their way back to the reef, it would just, they would be sitting ducks out there.
Saliendo del submarino.
We tell them to stop. So the code word for them to stop waving and get back to work is Aloha. So on the count of 3, we're going to say a big shout, a big Aloha, and get them back to work.
Hiking in Kona, Hawaii. Trying to defy storm coloring, we just trying to avoid it. So we are deep sea. ese es su propio estilo, el omelette.
Eso, mi amigo está haciendo estudios.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, give that applause one for your food and beverage director, Renata!
Know how I feel. Sense of the mind. You know how I feel. Your freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new life. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. It's a new life. It's a new day. It's a new life. It's a new life for me. I'm so